Alright, so let's put some grass on our landscape. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to define where the grass is going to be. Okay, so I have, we have till here, which is good. Let me just, let's just visualize this. Okay, what we want is, we don't want any grass, naturally, we don't want any grass under the house. So, and also in that blank space that we created. So what I can also do is take this, I'll just bring this out, and then do the same thing, you know, like take this, Control C, Control V, and we'll do another attribute transfer. This will be separate. Okay, so we'll just bring this out here. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Just press Shift R. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this is a problem. We might have to do this slightly differently, because what the mask from geometry does is it actually calculates volume. Attribute transfer doesn't really do that. Like, it just calculates from like the vertices. So what I can try to do is, let's try to do like a points from volume, and let's just fill this up. Yeah, there you go. That works. We don't need so many. We can sort of like adjust it a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, and then just sort of adjust this. So I can just take this down all the way. Yeah, perfect. So we don't want any grass in like these areas. So this is good. And then what I can do is I can take another angle, and we can set this to like density. Okay, so I can do F at density is equal to at mask, and then I can take a scatter, and I can set this to density. See, so there you go. So this is where, actually no, we need to bring it here. Okay, let's do one thing. Yeah, so this is our display, so let's call this displace, and let's put this in here. So we're just generating a mask here, you know, like, yeah, the scatter should still work. Yeah, perfect. So now we're on the displace geometry. Okay, perfect. So now we just need to increase the amount a lot. So let's lower the scatter radius, and we'll increase this to a lot. Okay, yeah, this is good. And okay, now let's just take a simple line, and let's do a copy to points. So we'll do a copy to points. Yeah, so this is good. And what I can do is I can do a resample here and calculate a curve U and do a color based on the curve U. Yeah, and we'll just make this green. Eventually I'm going to use these points for instancing, but right now I'll just do it in the viewport. Yeah, so just let's set this to like a fixed number of points. Okay, and we can lower the line length a lot. Yeah, what you can also try is I can try to do a wrangle here and do like at p scale is equal to at density. So it's sort of like that, except do like a, let's try to do something else. We'll do like a fit 01, and let's reverse this, or let's do one thing, let's put this into a ramp. Yeah, so let's do ch ramp, and we'll give it a name. So we'll call it scale, comma at density. And then what I can do is, let's say around the house it should be lesser. So I can just adjust it that way. So I can say like this is less and that is less, and then in the middle it's more. So I can keep these both to Bezier spline and then just increase it here. Yeah, there you go. So this looks decent. Okay, we can also try to bend the line. a little bit. So I can take the resample and then do a bend. Set this to like 1 in the y-axis. And what is our line length? Okay, so you can copy this. So do copy parameter and paste it into the bend. So paste relative reference in the capture length. And then just bend it. Yeah. And then what I can do is I can just take like a randomize, set this to orient and set this to 4. And in the y we do -1 + 1. So there you go. So you'll get like a little bit of stuff like that. What we can also try is, this is my scale, but let's also take like a noise and we'll set that to p scale as well. And we'll set it to multiply. Okay, so what I can do is I can take this and I can set this to 1D and p scale. Yeah. And we'll set this to, let's say, multiplicative. There you go. See, so you have like a little bit more interesting stuff happening. Yeah, there we go. So this looks nice. And you can try to remap it. See, so this is slightly better. So I can just adjust it this way. Yeah, and then what you can also do is, let me just duplicate this. So do Control-C, Control-V. And I want it slightly longer. And what I can do is I can just group and create a group for the top point. So I can call it, sorry, don't take a group by range. Yeah, so take a group by range and we can select the top point, which is, you set this to points and take n to 1 and invert the range. So you'll get the top point. Okay, and then we can just take a sphere. If you wanted to generate normals, you can take like a orientation along curve. Okay, so that will generate normals for you. And then I can just do a copy to points. And I can give it some color. So this should be kept to top. So we just have the top point. Let's make it like pink or something. This will be like a flower. Okay. But as I said, it's really far away, so you don't need to worry too much. But this is another version that we have. And what I can do here is I can probably set up a group using a noise map. So in this point, what I can do is I can try to take I'll take another noise and I'll set it to 1D and we'll call it, let's call it noise. And we'll say remap and 0 and 1 and then take a group expression and we'll select points and we'll say grass is, we'll do at noise less than 0.2. So there you go. Or let's do greater than 0.2. So all of this is grass. And we can just adjust this a bit more if you want. So we can try to sort of, like lower the roughness or, adjust this a bit more, take it a little more into negative. So all of these will be flowers and this will be grass. And then I can just, like what you can do very simply is I can just take a blast and separate it out. Okay. So I can take a blast here and set this to grass and delete non-selected, and this comes in here. So this is my grass. And then I can do Control-C, Control-V and do delete selected. And what I want to do is I want to bring in this guy. So I can do a Shift L, like bring it in here. We'll do a copy to points. Yeah, there you go. So if I merge these together, you get something pretty decent looking. And then we can merge it with our landscape. So Where is my landscape? God, I forgot where my landscape is. Give me a second. Yeah, there it is. Let's just call it land. And we'll give it some color. Yeah, okay. And then just take a null and I'll bring it out. Yeah, and what I can do as a final thing is I want to color this. So I can just take a color and we can base it on the mask values that we have generated. So I can just take this, set to, let me just try something. Yeah, let's take it in from here. Okay, so I can just take the color here and I can say ram from attribute and call it mask. Yeah, so there you go. I think the problem is of normals. I think this has normals somewhere. Yeah, there you go. This is normals. So just take a delete attribute and delete the normals, which is why it's showing up as black. Yeah, there you go. So now what you can do is I can just set up some color. So I can say this is like the white areas, we'll make them slightly greenish. Yeah, and then the rest of it I can make it like a brown. Yeah, there you go. And I can try to sort of just, punch it in like this. Yeah, so this is good. So this is our basic, like if I come up and see the whole thing, there you go. So this is your tree and your house and your landscape. Okay, let's try one final thing, which is I can come into my landscape again. For this guy, let's see if we can reverse it. So what I can do is, yeah, this is not the grass. So I can take a wrangle here. We're going to flip the p-scale. So we'll do at p-scale is equal to fit 01, or yeah, let's take a fit. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's just check the values. Okay, so I can just take this and I can do a split left right, and let's set this to inspector's geometry spreadsheet. I want to see the p-scale values. Where is p-scale? Yeah, p-scale. So we're going from around 0.4. Okay, our lowest is around 0.1 and our maximum is around 0.4. Okay, fine. That's roughly what we have. So I can do at p-scale is equal to fit at p-scale, comma 0.1, comma 0.4 or 0.5, comma 1, comma 0. So we're reversing it. Yeah, see, so what's happening is like these have gone small and the middle have gotten bigger. See, there you go. So maybe not, let's go to 0.2. Yeah, let's try to do 0.4 over here. Okay, let's see how it looks. See, so it blends in better, with this. Or yeah, make it slightly smaller. Let's make it 0.5 as well. Yeah, okay, this is good. So it blends in slightly better. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then if you want more, we can always just like increase the scatter point. So that should be okay. Like, I can just come in here to the scatter and let's make it like 90,000. Yeah, there you go. Because it just curves, it generates pretty fast. But yeah, this is nice. This is what we want. Okay, so we've done this much. So in the next video, we have 2 more things to model. Okay, so we have the chair and then we have like the clothesline. So first we'll do the chair and then we'll do the clothesline.